Square and square root.
The square of a number is the product of the number with the number itself. For a given number a, the square of a is a multiply a, denoted by a square. Study the given example. Finding the square of a number. Squares. If a number is multiplied by itself, the product so obtained is called the square of that number. Example. 2 multiply 2 equals to square of 2 equals to 4. So, we say that 4 is the square of 2. 0.3 multiply 0.3 equals to square of 0.3 equals to 0.09. So, we say that 0.09 is the square of 0.3. 2 upon 3 multiply 2 upon 3 multiply equals to square of 2 upon 3 equals to 4 upon 9. So, we say that 4 upon 9 is the square of 2 upon 3. Properties of square numbers. A number having 2, 3, 7 or 8 at the units place is never a perfect square. That is, a square number never ends in 2, 3, 7 or 8. Study the given example. The number of zeros at the end of a perfect square is always even. Study the given example. Third, adding odd numbers. Consider the following method. 1. Sum of first odd number equals to 1 square. 1 plus 3. Sum of first two odd numbers equals to 4, equals to 2 square. 1 plus 3 plus 5. Sum of first three odd numbers equals to 9 equals to 3 square. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. Sum of first four odd numbers equals to 16 equals to 4 square. Sum of first n odd natural numbers equals to n square. Looking at it in a different way, we can say, if the number is a square number, it has to be the sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1. Example. Consider the number 25. Successively subtract 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 from it. Step 1. 1 subtract from 25 equals to we get 24. Step 2. Step 3 subtract from 24 equals to we get 21. Step 3. 5 subtract from 21 equals to we get 16. Step 4. 7 subtract from 16 equals to we get 9. Step 5. 9 subtract from 9 equals to we get 0. This means 25 equals to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. Hence, 25 is a perfect square. Meaning of square root. The square root of a number n is that number which when multiplied by itself gives n as the product. The symbol is used to indicate square root. Example: 5 multiply 5 equals to 25, so 5 is square root of 25. We write square root of 25 equals to square root of 5 multiply 5 equals to 5. In a right triangle ABC, the length of the hypotenuse and a side are respectively 5 cm and 3 cm. Can you find the third side? Let x centimeter be the length of the third side. Using Pythagoras theorem. Five square equals to x square plus 3 square. Again, to find x we need a number whose square is 16. Therefore, x equals to square root of 16 equals to 4 equals to square root of 4 multiply 4 equals to 4. Example: find the square root of 2401. Step 1. Split the given number into prime factors. Step 2. Form pairs of like factors. Step 3. From each pair, pick out one prime factor. Step 4. Multiply the factors so picked. The product is the square root of the given number. Square root of fractions. Method. First, divide the number by the denominator and convert the given fraction into a decimal number, then find square root of number. Example: find the square root of 3 upon 7. First, divide the number by the denominator and convert the given fraction into a decimal number. Here we find square root of 3.428571 equals to 1.851. We use the method of long division to find the square root with an example. Example: find the square root of 1024. Step 1. Begin on the right. Mark off the digits in pairs from right to left. Step 2. Take the first pair of digits and find the nearest perfect square. The largest perfect square less than 10 is 9. the square of 3. Write 3 on top as quotient and in the division. Subtract 3 multiply 3 equals to 9 from 10. The remainder is 1. Step 3. Bring down the next pair 24. Double 3, the number in the quotient, and place the double, that is 6, as the next divisor as shown. Divide 6 into 24 to obtain 2. Write 2 in the quotient to the right of 3, and to the right of 6 in the divisor. Multiply 62 by 2 and place the product under 124. Subtract. The remainder is 0. Therefore, 32 is the exact square. Subtract. The remainder is 0. Therefore, 32 is the exact square root. Finding square root of perfect square decimal numbers by division method. Example. Square root of 17.64. Step 1. To find the square root of a decimal number, we put bars on the integral part of the number in the usual manner, and place bars on the decimal part on every pair of digits beginning with the first decimal place. Proceed as usual. We get 17.64. Step 2. Now proceed in a similar manner. The leftmost bar is on 17, and 4 square less than 17 less than 5 square. Take this number as the divisor and the number under the leftmost bar as the dividend, that is, 17. Divide and get the remainder. Step 3. The remainder is 1. Write the number under the next bar, that is, 64, to the right of this remainder, to get 164. Step 4. 4. Double the divisor and enter it with a blank on its right. Since 64 is the decimal part, so put a decimal point in the quotient. Step 5. We know 82 multiplied 2 equals to 164, therefore, the new digit is 2. Divide and get the remainder. Step 6. Since the remainder is Step 6. Since the remainder is 0 and no bar left, therefore square root of 17.64 equals to 4.2. Estimating square root. Understand the estimating square root with the following example. Example. P and Q played a game. One told a number and other gave its square root. P started first. She said 25. Q answered quickly as 5. Then Q said 81. P answered 9. It went on, till at one point P gave the number 250. Q could not answer. Then P asked Q if she could at least tell a number whose square is closer to 250. In all such cases we need to estimate the square root.